So the next thing we'll do now is, using that layout that we've just imported for the front office area, we'll start setting out some grid lines for the main columns that are going to be in the front office area. We can't just use the column layout that we had at the back of the building because it interferes with the office layout and the way the office layout wants to work. So we'll grab, once again, we'll probably change off the office image layer now, and we'll drop down, we'll go back to portal column layer and grab our tape measure, and I'm just going to trace off some of these. So from this set out line that we've already got, should say online, come across and sort of get an idea of what the distance you would like that next column to be, and we're only sort of getting a rough idea of it. It's going close to 3 meters by my way of thinking, so I'm going to try 3 meters, a nice round 3 meters. I know it's not directly on top of anything there, but that won't really matter. I'm then grabbing from that line and coming across to the next set out line we've got, and maybe something close to 3.6 meters might do the job there. So I'll try that. And I know once again it's not quite exactly right, but I'm trying to pick some nice good round numbers to work with. We're probably looking 3.6 meters for the next one. And then the next one, if we went, it's looking like around about, well, let's say 4.1. So we've got a grid layout now which is approximately going to equal the floor plan layout, so we should be able to work with those sort of grid layout dimensions and then make the floor plan work in with that sketch based on the layout work that's been done initially by hand at a sketch level. So we can probably then turn off the office image layer so that doesn't get in our road. You can stay in X-ray mode if you like. It probably helps a little bit at the moment for where we're working. So I'm going to select this, triple click the column, and then make a copy of that. So we're pressing Control to make a copy, and we're getting a green rubber band, constraining it with the Shift key, and then might just do them all first. So another copy. Okay, so I'll do some push-pulls now to push-pull them down until they're underneath the portal frame. Scrolling with my wheel while I orbit and push-pull. A little bit difficult, and we just make sure we don't actually attach to anything. Come up with a little bit of a gap. I think that might have a little bit of a gap. I'll let that go there and double check it, or it might have gone a bit close. Might be right. We'll see if it's, well, we'll double check it by triple clicking on it, and if we triple click on it and it doesn't select the portal column, yep, so that's the way of checking that you haven't gone too far. And so just keep working with that, and we'll get all of those pulled up. Okay, so when you've got those end bay columns in, I'll get you to open up the layer dialog box and turn the visibility of office image back on again, and close that, because we'll start having a look at these tilt-up panels in the front of the building and putting them on. So obviously the layer we want to be on will be tilt-up. I'll once again draw a rectangular shape. This time it's not actually going to connect to any portal columns, so it could be the proper 150 millimeters, I think. So let's just draw a rectangular shape. This time going in this direction, it'll be the 150 millimeters that we type first. So in any case, I'm just going to sketch that sort of shape. I'm casting my eye down to the bottom right hand corner of the screen to see the dimensions, and I notice that the long dimension is the second one. So when I click and finish off that, I'll be typing 150 for the short dimension first, followed by, let's say, 3 meters. It won't be 3 meters long, but that'll do us for now. And I'll push pull that up just to get a start. It won't be right just at the moment, so we'll push pull that up. Well, let's say we'll go the same as we did before, 3600. But it's going to end up being much taller than that, because these are the panels that go in the front of the building. But that'll do us as a bit of a start. Now I'm trying to look for a good location point for these now, and I might triple click on it. Oops, triple click to make sure it picks up everything. And if I try this layout, looks like it might work alright for this first panel to go right on the intersection of the grid lines. So I'll make sure I pick up that endpoint and place the first panel there. Get a rough idea of the width of that panel from the sketch plan. Now it looks like it's about 1500, so it certainly wouldn't be 1800. Okay, so I'll do a temporary line 1500 construction line, and I'll push pull back to that. Okay, and I'll straight away get rid of that construction line because it might confuse us later. So we've got the location of our first tilt-up panel. Might have a look at the next location for the tilt-up panel, and of course later on we're going to be able to further define where these panels should be. But I'll just, off this sketch plan, I'll have a look at this one. Appears to start 520, so if I was to say 450 away from that grid line, wouldn't be 600, that's for sure. Okay, and then if we were to just measure the length of that, once again that's going to be another 1500. So it's 1500, but we're going to come 450 off the grid line. So I'll do the 450 first. Did I have that? Do that again. 450. Enter. And then 1500. And then we'll triple click this tilt up panel and make a copy of it. Okay, clean up the construction lines, the extra little ones that we put in, and this other tilt up panel looks pretty close to being central about that next one, so I'll try that. I'll triple click it and we'll move it from its midpoint, well not move it, we'll copy it from its midpoint to that point through there. Okay, so we've got those concrete tilt-up panels now. I'm going to turn X-ray mode off, and I'm going to turn the layer, the office image layer off. That tidies that up a little bit. We've got those panels starting to sit in place, so we'll do a save there and stop the video, I think.